I love being who I am. Listen, damn, I'm so mad that I just comment. Well, I'm not mad that I commented, but I just commented on somebody's YouTube channel, and I'm not gonna say their name. But yo, when I mean I love his YouTube channel, I love his YouTube channel. It be exposing people so much, yo, that you just see the ugliness from out of a whole bunch of different people. That's why I love social media. Most importantly, I love these podcast shows, for real, for real. Yo, it's so crazy of seeing a mindset of people. I have never in my life, it's so funny. So one, this is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about Young Miami. Young Miami did an interview regarding P. Diddy. And a lot of people didn't like what she said about P. Diddy. And this is what I want to say, right? Because it was another content creator who created something, and it said men only want to sleep with some women. Now, I'll be talking a lot about relationships on my YouTube channel, right? Now, I always like to say, once these men find certain women deemed or honorable within their eyes, they're going to treat women however they feel fit. Now, yes, I do understand this part, that it's a lot of women out here. Women, we outdo men very, very far stretch. A lot of women. What's so crazy about me is no. What's not so crazy about me is it's a lot of shit that I have been seeing. Meaning, it's a lot of people that are now very, very interested into manifesting. That's what I'm understanding. That's what I'm seeing, for one. And they're trying to use manifesting for another different way, even though they're getting into it now. Everybody, they have their own abilities to manifest, right? I'm trying to stay on point. Now, what I seen was bitches be lying. They be lying so much, meaning, I always say, you cannot tame somebody. I don't care who you are. I don't care how spiritual you might be. I don't care if you are tapped in. I don't care about none of that shit, right? I'm going to go back to the beginning, right? Because I said Young Miami. Now, what she said, the way that I experienced him and the way that he did me was 10 times different than he did anybody else. A lot of people didn't hear that part when she said that. Now, what are you saying? What might go, oh shit, always say, for 15 women, meaning some men can do some women the same, meaning in their journey of just being a man, in their journey of just understanding who they are, or sometimes these niggas that be having money and be in a lot of different predicaments or in a situation where they can do whatever, they understand their power. They understand the manipulation part, meaning these niggas know how gullible and how they can manipulate some of these women, just like these men know some women who they can't play with. Now, when it comes to some women who they can't really play with like that, meaning it just might be another woman that he might fall in line with, and she just might be a little bit different, because yo, I just seen something that was so mind-boggling. And what's so mind-boggling is sometimes when you see women who are in a different league, oh shit, what fucks me up and what fucks them up is that just because some women can be very, very successful, they can have a lot of money, or they think that they got motion, or however the fuck that it may be. I think that is very, very funny sometimes, meaning the onlooker, meaning the other girl who sometimes they feel is not deemed enough, right? Now I'm coming back again. I'm reeling it back in. Because like I said, I don't give a fuck what some women have. I don't care how they think that they got motion or however that it may be. No other woman could convince somebody else who they already didn't put in a category. Yeah, man. Yo, you know what's so funny? Because I never had daddy issues, for real. I never looked at another nigga. That never even came past my fucking mind. That's why counterattack what Dr. Brian said. Dr. Brian said for some women who have daddy issues, they go with men looking because they're older or something like that, or they want some of these men to be like a father figure, some weird shit like that. I just, I it's just weird because I can say for myself, I have never dealt with a guy that was younger than me. Never. I always dealt with somebody who was older. It wasn't because I had daddy issues. I'm going to be 100. I always feel like I want to deal with a man that was a little bit older because I ain't got time to be telling this nigga a whole bunch of different shit that he already should know what the fuck to do. I think that's why I deal with older men. But then even that, you can't really say that too much. Because even dealing with the older man too, they could be on bullshit too. So it's just whatever the pick, or whatever the timing that an individual is in their own little personal journey, that people are going to get whatever the fuck they're going to get with. Now, on the downsides of a woman, is dealing with if you have time and patience for the bullshit that come with some of these men. Meaning, and I hate to say this, meaning you have to understand, right? And I always like to say, God damn, why I gotta always say the shit that I talk about. Meaning it always starts from the beginning of time. Meaning the way that you are first starting off your relationship with, if this nigga is down for the long ride, right? So you gotta be like, you just gotta come up front with a nigga. Like, what's going on? Where we trying to go? You know what I mean? Like, do you have other girls and shit like that? Do you wanna, you understand what I'm saying? Because not every man wants to be in a relationship. Not every man wants to be settled down, and they're more content. Why some men are more content with jumping back and forth is because they don't want to have to answer to somebody. For real. My girlfriend mom told me the biggest secret. She said, yo, it's a blessing when you are single. Listen to this shit. Because when you get into a relationship, it's a lot of shit that come with that relationship. Meaning the freeliness of you just moving a lot freely and shit like that. Meaning now you have to be accountable, and now you have to be able, you're going to be accountable, and now you have to show respect to the person that you're dealing with. That's what makes relationships very, very different. And I always say, for anybody that's listening to me, yo, if you have been with somebody for 6 months, once you get to that 6 months point, you should understand if this nigga is the person that you want to do another 6 months with. It should be no moving past and being with somebody for a year, 2 years, or however that it may be. Niggas should already been shown, should been able to show within 6 months. Are they capable to be loyal to you? Is this what they want? Can y'all two be able to create a whole bunch of different things and shit like that? Is this person able to, can you invest in each other? Can y'all take over the world and shit like that? Are we trying to build a family, a legacy, and certain shit with people? For real, for real. All of that shit be kicked out. Now, the closing part, because I always say once niggas live together, as much as niggas is saying that they are faithful, they know how to be a productive person within their own fucking life, and then being able to be a productive person within the household, that's the closing deal. Because I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I just heard somebody say, yo, I'm just saying, if I was very, very busy, right? And I'm just saying, okay, fuck it. I say it like this. If this guy really loves me like that, and I said that I really love him like that, I have to step back a little bit, because first and foremost, if I said that I really love him like that, and he's on a mission and he's trying to take over and shit like that, him being gone and shit wouldn't bother me. You know why it wouldn't bother me like that? Because first and foremost, if I'm saying that I love him and I respect him, and I respect what the fuck he's doing, that's one. I will understand that when it's time for him to go, he have to go. You understand what I'm saying? And then on that aspect, if he say that he really love me and he really care about me, I don't give a fuck what these niggas is talking about. These niggas is gonna make a way. For real, for real. Meaning he's gonna make a way that he can include you within his fucking schedule. He's gonna make a way that he's going to be present the way that he needs to, meaning the critical times, the moments that he's supposed to be there, he's going to be there. Not necessarily meaning every moment and every step of the time he have to be there, because in all fucking reality, he's not going to be able to be there. And I think on that part, this is where the confusion and shit comes. Now, dealing with a nigga that's on the road, meaning a nigga that's a NBA player, that's an NFL player, that's a rapper, that's whoever. This is how it comes. Not tricky, but when a nigga actually understands that he has something that's very, very fucking rare, as much as these motherfucking people be talking about, all of that other shit becomes very, very different. He's not really so pressed because now shit is business to him, Now he got to do a whole bunch of different things. I don't give a fuck. And you're like, what are you talking about? I'm just saying, for sometimes it should be very, very exciting. You like, what the fuck you talking about? So then bitches have to understand. You like, what the fuck you talking about? If this nigga is moving like that, then bitch is also on you to make sure that, I don't know, surprise this motherfucker. Let him know sometime. You know what I mean? Because maybe you just don't fucking know. But I'm just saying it becomes very, very different. Now, I'm just saying on the other aspect, because I don't like being the villain. When a motherfucker really, really care about you like that, he's going to make sure nothing is going to be seen. Now, I don't know if I need to be talking about the villain part or however, whatever the fuck. And I'm just saying, even on a nigga, because I always say a lot of women should not be running through niggas' phones. That's number one. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You like, bitch? Absolutely not. I always advise anybody, if you niggas is rocking out with me and you're following me, I'm talking about the younger girls and the middle-aged girls and all of that other shit. I'm just saying, no woman on the planet should be going through a nigga phone. For real, for real. I don't give a fuck if you know that this nigga is whoop-de-whoop, this, that, and the third. Bitch, why would you bring that shit on you? You understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying, as long as when you're with this nigga, you understand what I'm saying? If you with this nigga and his phone is not ringing, if he's not being disrespectful while he's with you, he's picking up his phone, he's going to the bathroom, he's going into the other fucking room, nobody's not popping up at his house while he's with you, while you spending time, why give a fuck about what the fuck that he's doing? That's not your fucking concern. As long as he's taking care of everything, meaning he's taking care of you, your bills are paid. I'm just saying, because now I'm going to the left just a little bit, because I think I got to help these stupid-ass bitches just a little bit. That's the whole fear of everything. Want to know if this bitch is higher than you, and I'm higher than you. Bitch, that's none of your concern. How is he treating you? I'm just saying, do you wake up, do you see this nigga plastered? Like, god damn, do you see him plastered? You understand what I'm saying? But a nigga who moves like that, then you already know how to deal with this nigga. That means that he do not have respect for you like that. For real, for real. And now he's solidifying to you exactly how he feel, especially if he's being seen with his bitch. So now you have to prioritize that shit, and you have to put that nigga exactly where the fuck that he needs to be, on the back burner. For real. So now I know how to treat you and shit like that. So basically, it's not the way the fuck how you're making it seem, or however the fuck that it may be. So now you gotta pull back. You like, bitch, what you mean pull back? I'm not gonna be as much available and shit like that to you. I'm not gonna do all of that extra shit that I was doing for you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always say, see, these bitches got the game all fucked up. So it's not being personal or shit like that. It's a realization and shit. Now, I'm not trying to fuck nobody up today. For real, for real. But I'm just speaking. Like, what are you speaking? Okay, well, it's cool and dandy. For real, for real. So I always say, and then you got to move on another aspect. Because what the next nigga won't do, the other nigga's going to treat this bitch like candy. You heard me? He going to treat this bitch like the treasure and shit that she's supposed to. So guess what? The tables get turned. So the way that she was doing this, that, and the third, now it's flipped. Now you're on a back burner, and now guess what? You just was first place, nigga, and now you just became second place. So the other nigga then switched. So now when you trying to call her, you trying to do this, that, and the third, she's no longer giving you that title that she first had because now you're undeemed enough to have that and shit. So now the other nigga understands it. Like, goddamn, why the fuck I gotta help people? You like, what the fuck you talking about? So different niggas bring out different results. Now I understand that now it could be I hate a bitch. You like, for real. Because nine out of 10, and that's how you can see how strong a nigga is sometimes. Because as much as shit go, you'll have a bitch talking about, I hate to say this shit. Why I can't go? Why I can't go? This is that and the third, or this is that and the third. Now this nigga is proving to this bitch why she's just so in his life, why she captivating shit. So now he's going against the grain. What you mean he's going against the grain? Now he gotta feed her motherfucking insecurities, and now he gotta reassure this bitch that she's top notch and shit like that. So now she gotta be seen. Because now he got to stop hearing this bitch complain all the time. You're not taking me nowhere. Nobody's not seeing me. This is that and the third, and this is that and the third. I always say that for the level of people's insecurities as women need to be in shape. And I hate when you have a pretty ass girl that just be so fucked up. So fucked up. It be terrible and shit like that. You are just so fucking pretty, but bitch, you are just so fucked up. How I don't understand. You like, what? I say it all the time. It's no bitch on the planet. I don't give a fuck. I have a very unique, interesting look. For real. I had to put that shit. But it's no bitch on the planet that can ever make me feel no type of way. I'm not threatened by nobody. Nobody can make me feel no type of way because me just being a confident bitch at whatever I do and how I do it, I know that I am the best. So how can I ever let another woman fester within my soul? For real. I'm not searching and I'm not looking for nothing. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not proving shit to nobody. That's one thing about certain women. Because certain women need to understand. You said, what the fuck is the understanding part? The understanding part is how the fuck he feels. For real. Because you got to understand. Sometimes niggas is just who they are. Sometimes you just got some niggas that just attract bitches by the boatload because of whatever the fuck that they do. And some can do shit that's very, very far stretched that opens up the door to flood a gate to bitches. I'm just saying. You can have the niggas that's in the hood. I'm telling you, let's get to the niggas that's in the hood, because there's always a nigga that's in the hood that's doing whatever, this is that and the third, and a whole bunch of bitches and this is that and the third, or however that it may be. You like, what? I'm so sorry. God damn it. Now what the fuck I gotta say this for? You like, what? Now, damn. What is wifey? What is wifey? So damn, I gotta give a one-on-one on wifey. Wifey, I'm a wifey. I don't know about nobody else. You like, what? For real. I'm a wifey. And I don't give a fuck how the fuck I come into somebody's life. You for real. You heard what I said? Now, I'm not saying that to start no trouble or whatever the fuck or however the fuck that it may be. I am a wifey. Because I have an essence of a queen and shit like that. I can never be a peasant. For real. And I don't give a fuck how it is. I can never ever suppress myself or look at the next bitch as superior. I don't give a fuck how the motherfucking situation is. For real. You like, what, bitch? However that it may be, bitch, we might just sit neck and neck. And that's close that I'm giving you. But other than that, I always sit high. So since I'm wifey, right? Why the fuck would I ever ask this nigga about you? You heard what I said? Why the fuck would I ever ask this nigga about you? Right? If I have any issues or any problems, I have it with this nigga because, bitch, you don't exist to me. Now, that could be in a whole bunch of different levels and shit. It's like, why you doing this or this, that, and the third? A motherfucker, you understand what I'm saying? But it would never be this bitch. A bitch can never make me walk away. I'm just saying at any aspect or any level. So I don't know. Maybe I'm helping some of you young girls or however that it may be. Now, dealing on that or however that it may be because of who you are will determine to this nigga how much he's going to care and how much he's going to value you, and because of who you are. You got a lot of motherfucking bitches who are acting like they this, that, and the third, and they're fucking frauds on a whole different level. You got bitches that's really saying that they like niggas and they really with niggas, and they actually holding this nigga up like the biggest trophy and shit. Like, yo, look who I got. Like, I got the biggest. Like, what the fuck? What you mean this nigga is the biggest? You understand what I'm saying? Bitch, do you like him? Are you classifying this nigga as the biggest? Are you classifying this because this nigga is whoever the fuck? You understand what I'm saying? So if you really knew who the fuck this nigga was, bitch, then you wouldn't be like that. You would just sit your pressed ass the fuck down. You wouldn't be going through his phone. You wouldn't be talking to, I like that shit. You wouldn't be mentioning bitches' names and shit like that. You'll be somewhere down there working out, eating good, you know what I mean? Lounging around, whatever the fuck that you got, and you wouldn't be pressed. Now, if I'm busy, I'm just saying, if I ever had a hectic ass motherfucking schedule, I don't give a fuck if I was going to go get $2 million, $5 million, or however the fuck. My schedule will never be too busy while I'm away from this nigga. My schedule will always revolve around my motherfucking family. You like, bitch? No. They would have to change that, and they would have to change it very, very swiftly and fast. There's no reason why these bitches is talking about, I'm just too busy, and my schedule is coexisting with his schedule, and we're never in town. Or, that ain't, no. You like, what? My PR, my team got to fix that. There's no way in hell I'm going to be away from my man. There's no way in hell I'm going to be away from my family. You understand what I'm saying? And if shit can't line up like that, then it's a no-brainer. For real. And bitches don't understand that. You like, understand what? I will quit. You said, what the fuck? I will quit and I will be a full-time housewife. Because there's no bitch on the planet that should ever have money. See, I work in a different realm where money will never consume me, because money is still going to go. Understand what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't understand that, meaning moving as a unit and shit like that. Now, that's a different aspect. For now, we moving as a unit, however that it may be. But see, that's like husband-wife shit. You understand? Because whatever I'm doing is going to come back home and shit like that. That shit going to recycle back home. So all the money is going to come back in the house. People don't understand that part. Now, me and this nigga is the greatest tag team alive. A lot of people don't understand that part. You like, understand what? Me and this nigga is the greatest tag team alive. We gonna take over. He gonna go to the north, I'm gonna go to the south. He gonna go this way to the left, and I'm gonna go to the right. And we gonna dominate that shit. And everything that we touch is all gonna rotate, and it's gonna come back home. That's a tag team. A lot of people don't understand that part. So it's like, what the fuck you talking about? That's what it is. It's a family versus family thing. I don't know how people are moving right now and they going right now, but I'm just saying on my little shit right now, it's a family thing. People are weird. So I applaud young Miami. They was mad at her. You can't penalize people, right? Some people are still looking at people in the old image. So just because she said that P. Diddy looked at her differently, he treated her differently and shit like that, he just treated her differently like other people, and just dealing with who some people are, who women are. You understand that? Niggas know. Just like we know. Like, they don't be trying to give these niggas the credit. You like, what the fuck? Like, I know with him, I cannot do that fuck shit that I was doing with 15 other niggas, because he's not going to allow me to do no slick shit like that. He going to be like, who the fuck? Who? And you going to be like, oh, no. You're going to be biting your nails like, oh, no. It's like not moving on eggshells, but some women know better. And it's not about the intimidation or it's about different shit. It's like when you have certain people, because certain men do that shit, like, bitch, you going to give me the respect that I deserve. That's a whole different ramification, just like for us women. Like, nigga, you going to give me I don't give a fuck. You going to give me the motherfucking respect that I deserve. So because he's abandoned me, right? Because it's okay for niggas to be like, bitch, you got me messed up. I want to say this one YouTube channel so bad. I am so happy that this nigga is doing this shit. It's so crazy. Because you know what's so crazy too? I shouldn't say this. It's so crazy. No, if I'm going on a show, whatever, with my boyfriend. There's no fucking way that me and this nigga is going on a show and for the first fucking time, he's gonna hear some shit that he should have already heard in our bedroom. You understand what I'm saying? For when you're with somebody behind closed doors and now you are starting to have that fucking conversation, it have to be some shit that have to be fucking exposed to him. Because I'm just saying, dealing in different fucking levels, you never want your partner to be exposed to some shit that you don't know. So he can be able to counterattack anything that somebody else might say. That's why I always like to say for sometimes, like, I know my nigga. For real, for real. It's nothing that nobody can fucking tell me. You like, what? Like, you know, that's how I like to say, like, yeah, sure. Like, for real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, shit. And that be the funny part. Because them motherfuckers be like, oh, shit, she knew? Like, why wouldn't I know? Why wouldn't this nigga tell me? And then that's how it'll be different. But I'm not getting up there. Why the fuck would I ever make my nigga look embarrassed on national TV or in an interview? No, we're going to embarrass other people. You heard me? We're going to embarrass other people. And we're going to do that other little shit. You know, I don't know. I'm kind of old and shit with that handshake and all that. I could probably do like that splash and shit like that. Like, hell no. For that nigga should know. You're like, what? Hell yeah. Like, what are you talking about? Those old trivia questions and shit like that. Like, bang, 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 bang. Because that's an indication that I'm listening to what the fuck he's saying to me. The shit that he like and the shit that he don't like. Where the fuck he like to go eat and this, that, and the third. That's why I was saying dealing with mother, and I hate to talk about Kevin Gates' ass. He just went with a new girl. Now he got to show this bitch how to fuck. He got to show this bitch what type of positions he like. He got to show this bitch this, that, and the third. Compared to somebody else. Meaning, what you mean? Compared to somebody else. That becomes tricky. That's why a lot of people, sometimes people don't like to start all over like that. Because they really don't know what they're getting into. Now I got to show people and shit like that. That's why a lot of niggas be cheating and shit like that. Some of these motherfuckers. Because this bitch just sucks. She sucks. And I hate to say it like that. Or she don't know how to communicate. Or people don't know how to do this, that, and the third. Or however that it may be. And if niggas is in a whole bunch of other different shit, then that's their forte. So people need to go with certain people of their own different type of a kind, or however that they might relate, and certain shit like that. That can avoid a whole bunch of other different shit. But I always say, YouTube can show you everything. You like, for real. YouTube can show you every single thing. And I always say, for people not really satisfied and that sector, then you need to tell this person, like, what you talking about? Like, I don't like it like that. I don't like how you cooking. I don't like this, that, and the third, and shit like that. And then you'll see people, it's just like, you like, what? You cannot heal an insecure bitch. That's one thing you cannot do. Because that means this bitch been insecure since the first person. So and it's crazy because it's weird. Because every bitch brings in the old past and the old things into different relationships, just like some niggas bring in the same the things sometimes with other girls, and then they come into a dead end like, oh shit. It's like a new thing. Now the other girl said that some niggas just only want to fuck. Now that can be sometimes, but you just have some niggas who just have preference. That's all they want to do. What do you mean? That's all they live for is a new experience, new twat. They understand that. It's just something about it. So I don't know. But for some dudes, that's what it can be. Now, when it comes over, I always say, because I hate repeating every fucking thing that I say. I don't know why I have to do this. So, moral of the fucking story. You like, moral of the story. When you first talk to somebody, communicate with this motherfucker. Ask people, what the fuck do they want to do? How are we going to go about it? Do you got a girlfriend? Do you got a boyfriend? Do you like cheating? Are you ready to settle down? Give niggas the opportunity so they can be able to do whatever the fuck that they need to do. So they can be able to treat you however the fuck they need to be treated. You like, bitch, what are you talking about? Just let people know. And then you can move forward. And then I guess gradually, however, if shit changes, then shit changes. It becomes very, very weird and shit when people start developing feelings for people, and then all of a sudden, for real, you find out that people have been with people for a very long time. I'm gonna be honest, because it becomes very, very tricky. It's a very fucking tricky place when people now discover and shit like that, that now people have been living with people the whole fucking time. Like, for real. You've been living with this person the whole fucking time. You have been playing family the whole fucking time. Like, what the fuck you mean? Y'all had the same closet and shit the whole fucking time. When you wake up, when you go to bed, you've been laying next to this person the whole fucking time. So it becomes very, very tricky. And a lot of people don't know if they want to cross that line, meaning a lot of different shit that they were allowed to do. So they don't know, meaning people don't really understand the way people are behind closed doors. And a lot of people don't know if they want to take that leap of faith to go that way. Now, dealing with that aspect, god damn, I'm a fucking therapist today. Because a lot of people be having a lot of shit tied into with each other. Some people do. And that could be financial, legally, a whole bunch of different things like that. Or it could be a whole bunch of different things. Maybe motherfuckers and bought people fucking cars and shit like that. You paying for this bitch car. You paying for this bitch motherfucking insurance, or however the fuck that it may be. Now, everything's gonna have to be pulled away. And now you're dealing with a psychotic bitch. Because 9 out of 10, the way shit is going, niggas is paying for bitches' lifestyles. For real. As much as niggas don't want to say it and come to the factor, but if niggas was to really walk away from certain bitches would lose their mind. Because they're no longer living off of this nigga, even though they said that they wasn't living off of some of these niggas when they do. Meaning, what? Access. Access is denied. You can no longer use his name. And because that's how it be sometimes. You're no longer going to be able to fly on this jet all over the world. You're no longer going to be able to get the shit that comes with it. And that's the sad fucking part. It's like niggas be, for real, so funny. Not so funny, but me and my cousin was talking because my cousin is about to get married to this girl. And they want to buy a house. And me and my cousin was talking about this shit. Because I said, let me tell you something. Like, when niggas start putting names on paperwork and shit like that, nigga, that's 30 years. You like, what? Hell yeah. You know what I mean? Like, a house, a mortgage, and all of that other shit, that's a whole different ramification of shit. For real. I'm not just signing my name and then all of a sudden 2 to 3, 4 years and shit, we gotta go, bitch. This shit is for 30 years unless we just pay this shit off automatically or however that it may be. And then that shit go into a whole nother aspect. Meaning however the fuck, how big or whatever. And then you gotta argue with a motherfucker. I always say, here I go. Carly B's the best. For real. I guess I shouldn't say it like that. But any other bitch like that is the best. You like, what? I'm telling you, because I said that shit a long time ago. Like, dealing with, now, you saying, bitch, you wildin'. I'm not fucking wildin'. For real. Because I always say, at the end of the day, if people are getting with people, I'm getting with you because I'm getting with you. It don't got shit to do with your fucking money and shit like that. And nobody should be banking on niggas. That's meaning, even though I'm still getting with this nigga, I still got my own motion. I'm still trying to hustle. I'm still going to make it do what it do. You understand what I'm saying? Because even though I'm still doing what I'm doing, I'm still getting money. The money that I'm still making is still coming in the house anyway. But I still made it to the point where I still can survive without you. And a lot of women don't understand that shit. Why the fuck was you with him for 4 to 5 years? What the fuck did he show you within the last 4 to 5 years? He was supposed to show you how to survive without him. How to make it here without him. How to grind and be the best hustler without him. So all reality, when I leave him, I'm supposed to be 10 times better. You understand what I'm saying? And if I'm not with him no more, that means it's very, very tricky and shit like that. Because dealing with who people are and shit like that, dealing on how people really treat people like that, some people are very, very non-replaceable. So it doesn't matter. I'm never going to find a motherfucker like him. Ever. ever, especially if this nigga do his job. That'll make me want to step my ante up and shit like that. You like, what the fuck? Because at all reality, if I'm not with this nigga no more, anybody underneath him would be a fucking downgrade, and I don't need this nigga laughing at me like I'm a fucking clown. And a lot of people don't understand that. First and foremost, I should be able to be able to survive anyway within the next 1 to 2 years, dealing on a real ramification of however the fuck me and this nigga ended and shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? Dealing on shit, because a lot of people don't be knowing a real true ramification behind people's relationships and shit like that. I'll just say it like that. Shit. But other than that, if it's like that and I'm really saying this, that, and the third, and you really had, however, women should be taken, first and foremost, I gotta say this. Before a bitch leaves, she already left mentally and shit like that. Or once a bitch actually start feeling for people and this, that, and the third, like for instance, saying, I like this nigga, however that it may be, right? My feelings and emotions, I'm just, goddamn, am I being a fucking villain? Okay, fuck. I'm in a relationship, however that it may be, whatever. I might want to leave this relationship, maybe I want to go to another one. Damn, that's how the fuck I gotta say it like that? It's so fucked up. But I'm just saying, for some people, I already left mentally. So if I left mentally, I left sexually. You understand what I'm saying? However the fuck that niggas need to put it forward. Now, is it crazy? Is it fucked up or whatever? Because it's different levels. And that's why some niggas don't like when bitches cheat, yo. Because it's very, very hard for this bitch to stop feeling the way that she feeling for this nigga. So guess what she gonna do? She gonna cut off all access to everything. So guess what? Everything that she wants to do, emotionally, sexually, everything is gonna be to somebody else. That's 100% facts. Now, dealing with that aspect, like I just said, meaning at the end of the day, if people, I'm all over, but ketchup, mustards. At the end of the day, like how Carly B and all of that other shit was going on with Offset and anybody else. I'm just saying, my nigga, if I'm already worth 100 million, 50 million, whatever the fuck that these niggas is saying or whatever, I know. And I got that money in the bank. And I got to give you 10 million. I got to give 50 million. I might got to give you 100 million to get you the fuck away from me. And I might got to give you 15 houses, 5 Rolls Royces, 5 businesses and shit like that. I'm going to give it to you to get you the fuck away from me. Because you know why? I'm the best. That means I can get that shit again. A lot of people don't understand that part. So dealing in different levels of different relationship, different money, different shit that you're doing, a lot of people don't understand those different ramifications of different shit. So, like this dumb bitch tried to say, when niggas really understand that part, meaning they understand who the fuck they really got within their life like that, and they understand this bitch is just different. Yeah, I understand it. That he's going to classify her. He's going to put her in a whole nother fucking category than any bitch or any bitches that he fucking with. And it's just so sad to say that a lot of people's hearts have been getting broken. It's so fucked up. A lot of people have been nosy. A lot of people have been going through phones. A lot of people have been going through Instagram. All types of whatever. Whoop-de-whoop and whoop-de-whoop and whoop-de-whoop and whoop-de-whoop. For real. You cannot convince somebody otherly and shit like that. It's crazy. But what I don't understand, and I don't got nothing against nobody in their life, I don't give a fuck what a nigga do to me. I'm never going to switch over, and I'm never going to cancel out dick and just be 100% and start fucking with girls. It's not a nigga on the planet that can make me gay. For real. And that shit is sad. For real. I look at that shit as nasty sometimes. Because, bitch, you always liked the girls. Don't be saying that this nigga broke your heart and shit, and now all of a sudden you're fucking with girls. You always wanted to fuck with girls. Just say that. Ain't no fucking way. You like what? Hell no. You like for real? Hell no. There ain't no nigga on the planet that ever make me turn gay. For real. And I hate to say that gay word, but ain't no way. And then majority of the time, people in the life, they want bitches that's pure. You like what? It's some girls who are virgins and they're gay. They never touched a man in their life. Just like it's some men out here who never touched pussy in their life. They have always dealt with men. For real. And they call them people pure. because people like that are tainted and shit like that. So it's different levels. The exposing. I love this YouTube channel. These bitches are weird. They're liars. At the ultimate, they're toxic. For real, they say that they not. Motherfuckers is using manifestation. They don't even know the real true power that comes from it. I know where the real true power of manifestation comes from. I said it a lot. Niggas didn't really understand that part, but a lot of niggas don't know where the real true power come from. Niggas is playing with it. Now they talking about the real true alignment and shit like that. What the fuck? I'm tired of these people using my work. First they was using the assignment. Then they're using fucking motion. No. Motion and assignment. Now they're trying to use purpose and shit like that. Like, get the fuck out of here. You know, I always say that, but hey, I see it. At its ultimate high. Now it's just a new trend. All these young ass girls is getting turned out and shit like that. It's a new cycle of new girls. They're gonna be tagged. For real. And there's a lot of them that's very, very gullible. I love the hustle and shit out of people. For real. But it's nothing cute about being past. You're 18 and shit like that. You're in the industry and shit like that. There's no way in fuck. Because while you're that young like that, nigga, you're going to go through 5 bodies already. For real. As you're building up a whole bunch of different things. So guess what's happening? You went through 5 niggas already. Guess what? So much shit is about to happen. It's going to happen this summer, yo. It's happening right now. Everybody all in Miami, all over Los Angeles and shit like that, all over Atlanta, New York City, going to a whole bunch of different engagements and shit like that. Niggas is laughing at people. They're tagged like a motherfucker. You like, well, especially the undercovers and shit like that. Like, damn, this bitch is just undercover. For real, I got brothers. That's why I move differently and shit. Because I've been around my brothers and their friends, how they talking about how they ran trains on bitches, how bitches are nasty, the nasty shit, bitches eating ass, all types of shit. Like, you crazy as hell. For real. But this is the shit that they go through. For real. So that's why I was mad happy when academics said that niggas been tricking. For real. It's just that they got caught because they're dealing with bitches who are in this whole trends of wanting to be approved, and they want to tell these other bitches that this nigga bought me a Birkin too. This nigga did this for me. Shit like that. Like, lips that be spoken like that, and you okay, bitch, you like telling bitch that's the last Birkin, that's the last fucking shit that I'm ever gonna give you. Or they start talking with everybody, because that's what bitches do. I'm a girl. Niggas talk about what niggas do for them, how much money you gave them, what they did, what you did and shit like that. Bitches be putting other, and like the nigga Fredo, that shit was nasty. He said, oh, niggas share bitches. Like, what? Y'all niggas is sharing bitches. Yeah. And then you get mad when a nigga get a bitch that nobody can take or nobody can share. Like, all this polygamy shit is coming to an end. Like, for real. Like, damn, like, what it is. And niggas is like, watch your fucking mouth. For real. Like, yeah, maybe the last 5 and shit like that, nigga, we didn't have it. But this bitch right here, yeah, I. For real. And niggas need to say that. But that's some shit that they already done started and shit like that. That's why I always say, how the fuck can a nigga and a chick steal your... How can a bitch steal your nigga? Or how can a nigga steal your bitch if your bitch should have never been present and shit? You understand what I'm saying? My mom always said, bitches is not supposed to come to the crib where your nigga is staying. Bitches is definitely not supposed to live there. All of that sleeping out and shit like that. I don't give a fuck who it is. My cousin... My sister, whoever the fuck, around what nigga? Around my nigga? You crazy as hell. Don't even get friendly with my nigga. For real. You like, bitch, that's your cousin, that's your sister, whatever. I don't play them motherfucking games. You heard me? Like, it's all cool and dandy and shit like that. But don't you ever think no type of way, because I will flip you the fuck upside down. That's just how I roll. For real. Because I'm never friendly like that with my bitches, niggas like that. For real. I always want bitches to say, yo, Angel, she not like that. For real. I have a different protocol. You like what? I have a whole different protocol. Ain't none of my niggas coming like this is our house. This is where me and this nigga live at. And shit like that. This nigga is not home. Like, what the fuck? You cannot come in. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? He told me this, nah, nigga. Open what door? I'm looking at niggas through the bell and shit like that. What? He on his way. Well, you better stay outside the gate and shit like that. For real. Bitches don't do that. Shit like that. Give you what juice? You know what I'm saying? Fix what plate? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not friendly. I'm not friendly at all. So I don't play that. You like what? For real. Bitch thought I was crazy. You like for real? She did. Because I blacked out. Straight like that. Especially the dude that I'm talking to now, they thought I was crazy. I blacked out so bad. You like, for real, for real? He like, what the fuck? Nah, all that. I told that nigga, I like niggas mean. You like, what? Hell yeah, I like niggas mean. Like, because that's how I am. I'm mean and shit. Like, I don't want a bitch to even think that she can even talk to my nigga. This nigga is like a pit bull and shit like that. For real, because I'm a pit bull. Like, bitch, hell yeah. Because you might see my nigga walking or driving or wherever. This nigga could be in the store, wherever, whatever. I don't want this bitch to ever think that it's cool while I'm not with this nigga. However, they even smile, bitch. Keep moving. You like, what? Facts. Because that's how I am. Mean. You know what I mean? Or however, for real, you might just get a upper hand. Like, hey, however the fuck. And I'm keeping it going. But all of that other shit, nah. For real. So let me go. I gotta go to the store and shit like that. But I just wanted to come on because bitches is weird. Like, I be feeling it's funny. I be funny. I should say that. Like, why niggas like me? Because I'm official. For real. I'm the last of my claws. For real. Last of the claws of the claws. Like, I don't play that shit. You like, for real. For real. I know shit. You like, for real. I know shit. It's nothing. I be saying it like, it's so funny. I was in the store, for real. I'm messing around with these niggas. For real, I shouldn't say it like that because it's like I be messing around with the niggas, but I don't. But the dude came in the store and he said, "Oh, that's one of your girls." That's what that nigga said. I said, "Oh, look, who the fuck this nigga talking to? One of who girls?" So you know what I said to that guy, to the nigga? I said, he's about to get you in trouble. For real. I said, because you was one of mine. You heard what I said? Your ass would have got in trouble. For real. One of his. I said, oh, that's how you doing it around here? Yo, that nigga looked at me like, yo, you crazy. Like, nah, that's crazy. Somebody did that shit to me. This nigga talking about, the lady said, oh, she was talking to this nigga, and I was looking at this nigga like, my niggas is my cup of tea. Dudes who I mess with are very different. They're very different. I don't just fuck with anybody. For real. I don't fuck with just anybody. I don't know why the fuck am I saying this or however. For real. Yeah, for real. Like, for real. I keep saying that. And I don't, for real. I have never in my life fucked with a nigga that's younger than me. Ever in my life. You like, for real, for what? Because they're trouble. For real. They like all of that other different shit. Now, show me, I was supposed to say, show me different. However, but all of that other weird, goofy shit, because it's weird and it's goofy shit. And then I'm just, I shouldn't be saying that shit because it's different. It's really different. But I'm happy I'm in a whole different lane. I'm good. I'm happy, for real. That's why I say I don't be playing them games. I don't play games, for real. I understand exactly where I'm at. I'm in a good world. I'm in a good space and shit like that. For real. I always say that. When I used to say that shit back in the day, like, if you had a chance, however, that's just like me. However, I could be crazy. I don't know. I'm not saying that, but it's like everybody get an opportunity. Not saying an opportunity, but however that it may be, right? And dealing with however the opportunity may come, may be, however people act, how they go across, it'll let people know, like, hold on, wait a minute. You understand what I'm saying? Like, nah, I can't fuck with that bitch, or nah, I can't fuck with that nigga, and that's how it be sometimes, and different ramifications of different things, or it can be very complex, for real, dealing with different things. But I just wanted to say that, man, people are getting exposed. It's so funny. Like, I hate a lying ass bitch. I hate a lying ass bitch that say that they not this and they not that. Now, I'm saying my old self, I was toxic. I'm not going to front, for real. I don't like to be like that. I can be toxic than a motherfucker. But I don't like to be like that. Now I understand some niggas need people to be toxic to see if they like them or are feeling them. Why the fuck people just can't say that? Do you like me? Do you want to be with me? That should be crazy. Very different than to have a motherfucker feel like they gotta go around crashing out. They gotta yell. They gotta scream and shit. What the fuck is wrong with your mouth? Why the fuck you just can't ask that? But you want me to run around here and act crazy and shit? Like, come on, man. Come on. I get it. I see it, man. But, to each his own. But come on. For real. I always say that. Then it's different. Because, remember, I'm good and I can be a villain. I didn't master all elements within myself. That's why I'm a very powerful individual. That's why I always say, I don't want nobody to change shit with me. Nobody can change nothing within me anyway. You gotta be King Kong to fuck with me. Cause I'm terrible. For real. I'm not for the weak at all. At all. And I get any influence within my body that I can run over top of you, I'ma do that. And then why the fuck do I want to deal with somebody who I can run over top of and shit like that? I'm just saying I'm very, very different. Women are different. Like, you're like, what? Hell yeah. Some women are just like that, just like some men are like that. Like, bitch, you crazy. However, like, you crazy, for real. You like, what? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Like, okay. Okay. Oh, God. I said, oh, God. Oh, God. I think I put my finger in my mouth. Goddamn. Like, I put my finger in my mouth. Like, hold on. Goddamn. King Kong, huh? I think I met King Kong, world. I got a King Kong. I got a King Kong. I got a King Kong. I got a goddamn King Kong. You like, what? You like, what? But I like that. I love King Kong. King Kong ain't no joke. For real. Just like I miss Queen King Kong. The only one in my kind. It's only a few of us left around here on this planet. So I always say that. Like, what, bitch? Yep. You like, yeah. So let me go. Thank you guys to all of you niggas who be doing y'all podcasts, and y'all are doing an amazing job. The missus love y'all niggas. Keep doing what y'all doing. Y'all niggas is letting all of these other niggas know why they should not date these girls. That these bitches are full of shit. And they're toxic. They're lying. All they had to do was be 100. That's why niggas don't want me to come on their podcast and shit like that. That's why I was gonna have my own little podcast and shit. That shit would have been amazing. I'm the perfect host. Cause I'm kicking people from off the set. You like, but we're not gonna do all of this, bitch. If you a whore, you a whore. Nigga, you a whore. Okay? I need to hear the real shit. Don't come up here lying and shit. Cause it's gonna piss me off. And then I just wasted 15 to 30 minutes to an hour doing a bullshit ass interview with you, and you just a lying ass piece of shit. The people, I'm spitting and shit. They don't want to hear that. Congratulations to the lady who was honest. She said the only thing she wanted to deal with was married men. And I congratulated that bitch. You know why I congratulated her? Because this bitch had the guts to get up here and tell the world that she was an acceptable and this is what her preference is. She just like messing with married men because she knows the shit that comes from messing with married men. Married men, but you just a secret, right? But he's gonna do whatever the fuck he's gonna do, and some of them don't understand that. But I applaud her because who the fuck? That was only one bitch. She's only one person that came up on social media, on everywhere, and just was honest. She was in her truth. So I have to congratulate this bitch because she was being honest. She didn't lie. And she's going to keep doing that. And then guess what's going to happen to her? She's going to fall in love with a nigga, finally. She's going to get married to a nigga, finally. And every fucking thing that she did to 15 to 25 to maybe 30 bitches, that shit's going to be turned to her. That's called karma. That's how shit happens. That's the return of the debt. Everything is a return to the debt. Everything what you put out comes back. That's just called life. That's bitch, the circle of life. That's why I treat people the way I want them to treat. And however, whatever the fuck that I do, if I'm a villain or however, bitch, I'm going to fall on this sword because I was doing some bullshit. So I'm going to fall on the sword. I did bullshit. I was a savage. So why am I gonna cry and tuck my tail when it's now time for me to persecute my motherfucking self? That's a real solid bitch right there. For real. Lie about what? I heard this lady say the same shit I say. Lie to you about what, nigga? For real. Why the fuck am I gonna lie to you? It sounds so fucked up for me to say that. Who is you for me to lie to, nigga? I'ma tell the truth around here. Like who am I for you to lie to me, nigga? Tell me the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth. You asked for it. Now, can you take the truth that's about to come out of my mouth? A lot of people can't take that. That's a different frequency. I'm on a different frequency of truth. No matter what, however the fuck that is going to come across, because guess what? I'm living in my truth. I ain't got shit to hide. It is what it is. Huh? You like what? So I got to keep going up. You like what? I got to keep going up. I'm not for the weak at all. Niggas know, even niggas who I deal with, they know how I be coming. So they treat me accordingly. And I'm not saying that to be fucked up, to be wrong. Because I get, it's like you're allergic reaction to me. Huh? Because you can't tell the truth. You can't stand on business. I would have rather you said, bitch, I'm doing this. This is that and the third friendship. Yeah, bitch, I don't know how to be friends. I'm all over the place. This is that and the third. Then I can deal with you. I hate a nigga that they got to keep going on and off because I don't know how to deal with you. For real. I'll take however the fuck that it is. And then I'm going to do what I need to do. So you need to give me the same energy. Huh? So that's another thing. Exposing. It's not all bad. Who the fuck don't want somebody who's smugly, dugly, and who real? At least you don't know how to second guess me. At least people know how to carry people and shit. For real. You like what? So this is who I am just a little bit. I don't like to be like that. And I damn sure don't like teaching people how to be bad. But I don't understand what's going on with the weirdness of these people. No girl on this planet should be dealing with older niggas because I understand girls have daddy issues, but your boyfriend can never be your father. You understand what I'm saying? Now just say you want a nigga that's controlling. That's something else. Meaning to set rules and boundaries and shit, bitch, because you just never had rules and boundaries. What is the fuck a father is sometimes? You understand what I'm saying? Some shit happens within the home, meaning the way that you need to be treated. Every woman should know how to be treated and shit like that. Because you looking for this nigga to play a role. Some of these niggas don't know how to play a role, dummy. Understand what I'm saying? So then you come to the point where now you talking about you hate niggas. It's not that you hate niggas. It's bitch, every nigga that you ran into is just a foul ass nigga. So now because you ran into foul ass niggas, now you want to cancel your ass off. And now the next nigga who you going to come in contact with, you going to think that he going to be like this scumbag ass nigga. And actually you going to pass your blessing. Like that's like common sense, yo. That's just the real of the real. And people shouldn't be thinking so fucking far stretched like that. If you got something good, man, you got something good. Stop trying to jump out of the window. I always say that. I said that shit and I'm going to say that shit one more time. Everybody at this particular time, if the person that you with or the person that you trying to go after, however the fuck, would these niggas actually be there for you when you really, really sick, yo? I mean, that's almost like a marriage, like through death do us part and shit like that. Niggas is not there. You know how it is sometimes when a nigga get handicapped? This nigga's really, really fucked up. He can't do shit. He can't provide. He can't buy you this. He can't do this, that, and the third. She can't. Would this bitch or this nigga really, really be there? The person that you with like that. I always say that. And if you came up with an answer like that, then good. Then you found a good one. For real, for real. Some shit is very, very rare. Or if you found a real, real true friendship, I think I'd be a good ass friend. I ain't never found. It's rare that I really, really found a bitch like me. For real, for real. And people is so rare. But it's so crazy because I be seeing the little nicks and crannies. Rare. Like, I need a motherfucker that's going to tell me exactly what the fuck I need to hear, not what I want to hear. For real, for real. I need honesty, truth, and shit like that. No matter what, how much that shit hurt me. And a lot of people can't get that. So I say by myself. I don't like a jealousy bitch. I don't like a bitch that's in competing. None of that shit, because that shit is weird. I want to be around girls who are on the same timing as me. We on motion. We moving. We want to take over the world. We really know what it is to support each other. We have no envy, no jealous, no none of that shit. I don't give a fuck if the people that's around me get 10 times farther than me. Guess what? We all win. Because my bitch, she made it. She's good. I don't have to be present. I don't have to be in everything. This one bitch said that people are not obligated. Like family come first. If I know that my friend riding out with me, she really, really there for me. Or however, bitch, I always been like that. I never been a selfish bitch. If I'm on, bitch, we on. If I'm doing it good, I'm living it up. However, we partying, bitch, we all partying. But now I'm very, very selective because I understand everybody don't deserve that, especially on the new ride and shit that people want. People don't deserve a lot of different shit that people used to get in the past. So people need to understand it. Let me get out of here. I gotta do what I need to do. I got football tomorrow. I was so excited. The coaches love my babies. Yo, my baby, they were so happy. Like, and he said, "What's up, Papa?" I said, "You trying to kill my baby?" Like they had my baby running, but he never gave up, and all the coaches gave that to him. So my son is gonna be an amazing football player, yo, and I'm so happy. And I pray and I hope is that's in the stars. I would be so amazed and I would be so proud actually sitting there watching my baby get drafted to the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, that's my team, the Dallas Cowboys. So I'm excited because he showed me that he got it for real, for real. That's all I wanted to see, and I was so happy that the coaching staff that I seen today was amazing. They was pushing the kids, and what I loved about it today, I seen them kids work as a team today, and I was so proud of watching all of them boys today work as a team. Because once you get a team that works as a team, now you have champions. That's how teams are created when everybody works as a team. Nobody is trying to be Showtime. Everybody is playing their part. And it's so funny because they kept going over the different positions of the playing and they kept asking the different kids. And I think my son actually named every fucking position on the field. And it was like, get the fuck out of here. I was so amazed. And the guy was like, yo, one of the coaches, he was like, yo, I love what I seen. He said, you never gave up. He said, and I shouldn't say this because I don't know who's listening, but what he said was good because that's what coaches are supposed to pick. Some kids are just a little bit more focused than others, and some kids will do a lot, and that's him. And I'm so excited. Like I'm so excited. Like I cannot wait until the part where I can be crying. I can see my baby going on a bus somewhere. And he's going to like football camp with other boys and stuff like that because that's a different world. And I'm just so happy that I could be able to go to every practice. I'm so happy that I'm going to be able to go to every game and I'm going to be able to experience that and push him and shit like that. And that's something that he's always going to remember. Now I got to look and I got to find my baby a gymnastics team and shit. The other day I did like a move where she like backflip. I said, "Girl, you got it." So now I'm for real because I need my daughter to break Simone Biles record. You said what? Hell yeah! I want to raise educated kids and champions and shit like that, athletes and shit. He like, girl, hell yeah. So now I gotta find out if my baby girl, well, she already got it. So I'm gonna put her ass in gymnastics. I want her to flip. I want her to tumble and all of that shit, right? Because history is always meant to be broken. It just takes another person who have the strength, who have the dedication, and they actually want it. That's how you become the best. So until next time, you guys be blessed. Bye.